Hi there, welcome back to session 6 of Eyes of Saemyth. We're going to get started with a recap of what happened last session, because Jade was not here. It's down to one of you two, and whoever gets to do it gets an inspiration. So, who would like to go give us a recap this week?
I did it last week anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I just realized that. I was like, oh, Dex is going to be here, like, in spirit, so Dex can give the recap as Kaiden, but I was going to prepare something, because, okay. Previously on Eyes of Saemyth, we went to a library, which was fun. So we went to a library within the Amber District, and we found some information within the library itself, which Lyre was very interested in. But most importantly, we met a member of the insert cool name of gang / people here. A creature or person by the name of Ollie, very sweet soul, who informed us of a few interesting goings on within the Amber District. Originally, we thought they were part of the Sanguine, and turns out they're part of this gang underground like police system. We found some sigils within the library itself with a few numbers, which didn't really lead to anything. But we also found out that the Sanguine are seeking information on wild magic, whether they are seeking to destroy it or utilize it to make the disease, virus, whatever you want to call it, stronger, which was a bit concerning, especially for our wild magic barbarian Kaiden. We had a few little chats in the library before we heard a bit of a ruckus coming from the House of Kinship. I'm sorry, Orlio or Orlo? What's his name? Aurelio was taken, snatched in the same way that a lot of the other people had or had been. And upon entering the House of Kinship, we were attacked by a bunch of risen ghouls who have been affected by this virus. We fought, we bested them, and unfortunately, Kaiden was taken. Just disappeared into thin air.
Yeah, take your inspiration.
I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, you are. And that's where we jump straight back into things, is that Kaiden has suddenly vanished without a trace. Ymir has seen the silhouette, the figure that has been following Kaiden, the spirit that has trailed Kaiden since they first met, has just walked out the door. It's likely that he's going to be following where Kaiden has gone.
Sorry, let me get into the I see dead people mode. So, listen, what happened was, what does the figure look like? You can go ahead and describe it to me again.
Give me a second to bring up his reference.
Secrets? No, Dex is absolutely cacking it right now.
So you see a figure that looks quite similar to Kaiden. Older, quite a bit older than Kaiden as well. So graying hairs, similar kind of haircut, but maybe growing out a bit more on one side. Definitely got the Elenian kind of the boar in him. He's got the same kind of tusks that are a bit stronger, a bit more pronounced than his own. Has a couple of scars over him, quite notably, sort of a few around his neck and his face. Looks like he's wearing more kind of druidic clothing than Kaiden. But there's a possibility these two are related. They look quite similar.
Okay. Ymir being Ymir and understanding that she's kind of an airhead at times, and a lot has just happened I think Ymir is just going to walk off. She's not going to be quiet. She's not going to say anything either. She'll just sort of trail off.
Where is Ollie at the moment?
Ollie is stood next to you,
Okay.
and is kind of also attempting to look for Kaiden, but can't seem to find them.
Sinza kind of tilts her head down to look at Ollie. I think we're gonna need all hands on deck for this. Are you willing to come with us?
I mean, I'm supposed to be investigating the people who are going missing, so I'm quite happy to give you a hand with this. At least it might trail us to more answers, huh?
You might have a front row seat. Ymir?
Ymir's just walking, just sort of twisting her head slightly. She's sort of in a like a trance-like state. She's sort of just following through. Again, still not being stealthy, just sort of doing her own thing. I don't think she's locked in, it seems.
Toby, correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't want to step over Jade as well. Did Lyre... Did Ymir mention that she'd seen a spirit following Kaiden, or is she just kind of wandering at the moment?
Vaguely, last session, I think I mentioned as Ymir that she had pointed it out to you. But she seems a bit more focused on just kind of keeping an eye on them, because if she loses track of them, that's it. You've lost your trail.
Okay. Sinza, her eyes are kind of darting around frantically, like she's trying to place anything in this moment, and the one thing she does set on is Ymir. This like little bit of hope that she has that they might be able to find Kaiden. She takes her eyes off Ymir for a second to look to Lyre for some form of like just like for anything. Like she saw him cast this, like spell out, and she's just like looking to you like, did you see anything? Did you find anything?
It's illusion magic. They were invisible and they took him. I don't know if there was one or many. There are many traces of it. I don't know if they were super quick or if they were pack tactics. But if you have a lead, we better go, because I have nothing else.
Let's be honest, if it's somebody as large as your friend, they probably needed more than one.
Right.
Okay. We need to move.
Ollie sort of
Lyre starts
gestures to the
following.
door like, let's go.
Lyre starts following Ymir. Yeah.
As you all head out into the alleyway, Ymir, I need you to roll me a perception check to keep an eye on Kaiden's spirit partner who's following them around.
As she does that, I'm going to walk up to Ymir and tap her on the shoulder and say, "Don't lose them," and cast guidance.
Guidance.
Take a D4.
Huh? No, where'd it go? What the fudge? Okay. No.
You added a D4 to that, right?
Okay, so I roll a disadvantage because my perception's pretty low, right?
No, it's because you're looking at something that you can see, so you should be just a flat roll on this one.
Thank God.
Oh,
Roll again,
okay.
dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you roll again. Because that was
Okay, because I rolled a nat one.
You should not have told me that.
Okay, 15 plus my perception. It's still
Roll the
plus
D4
4
as well.
D4, yeah, D4.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My character sheet isn't updated. Let me just fix it.
Oh,
Because I know-
yeah, no, that's on me. I'll update your sheet for you.
Okay,
Want me to
because I
roll
know.
it? You want me to roll a D4 for you?
Yes, please. Please, thank you. Please, thank you.
3. Add 3.
Okay. 15 plus. I'm just waiting for my thing to get updated. There we go. 50 plus. Okay, 20. 23. 23.
23. Okay. Okay.
23.
23. So you're keeping you are locked in as you are following this figure down streets and alleyways. It's dark. It's late in the evening now, and a fog is beginning to kind of roll in over town.
No!
As you are getting almost like to the outskirts of the Amber District, the further you go, it seems that this figure is walking almost brisk pace. They're trying to keep up with where Kaiden's been taken, and Kaiden's been taken somewhere very quickly. Very quickly. By the time you see the figure kind of turn the last corner, you're no longer in the Amber District. You've stepped foot into Twilight Water, which is the border on the outskirts of the Violet District, where the Sanguine hold their territory.
Fuck.
You are mostly on the outskirts, to the point where like there's a lot of places that look pretty run down here, which is odd given the kind of the state of how things have progressed so quickly with the Sanguine. This place looks like it's been abandoned for a lot longer, and you can't tell if that's because Twilight Water's more empty, you've never been here, or if the Sanguine's influence has already taken its toll. I forgot to put Ollie in the scene. Oops.
Fucking Ollie.
As the four of you kind of step around the corner and look around, this place is not looking too great.
What the fuck?
I'd like everyone to roll me a perception check, please. Ymir, this one is a
Is that
disadvantage.
a bug? Sorry.
They're rats.
Oh, even better. I love that for us.
Your reactions just fill me with so much joy.
I didn't expect to see an animated rat.
So, was that a 16? Sorry, love.
Ew, look at
15.
It's gonna
Okay.
dump you.
14.
It's gonna dump you.
15, 14, Odie?
I'm distracted.
Okay, you're too distracted. I'll get Ollie to roll as well. So, perception. Ollie is also distracted with the nat one.
No.
It seems that Ollie's kind of laser focused in on the blood that is just drying over the cobbles. So both you and Ymir, both Sinza and Ymir, you immediately clock the blood over the central kind of fountain. It doesn't look clean. It doesn't look like fresh blood necessarily, but it's slightly blackened. Looks like it could be tainted. Plant life here is dying as well, as Kaiden's pointed out previously. It's odd. And the abandoned kind of food carts in the corner as you're walking in, the food is decaying quickly. It looks like it's been rotting for days now, but that doesn't quite add up. The bodies in the corner smell pretty bad from across the courtyard, having decayed as well. This area of the district must have been long since abandoned, but it doesn't make any sense given that this plague only started a few weeks ago.
We're in the Violet District right now.
On the
Or
border
in
of
the
it.
outskirts of the... Okay.
Twilight Water.
This is an extremely fast rate of decay, more so than normal. The air is really heavy here. Even taking a deep breath feels hard. Like life is not meant to exist here in this capacity. Cade?
Is there a way I can roll to see if I have seen something like this before? If there's an explanation to it?
Are you looking at something particularly, or is
I
it to do with
think
like what are you trying to investigate here?
so. Is this a new thing for Ymir in terms of like because she did pretty well in the investigation of the vampire before?
Yeah.
Or is she able to sort of maybe she might have read something about this because the fast rate of decay is a good indicator. Um,
You can roll me a history, arcana, or medicine. One of those three.
Do we see any of the symbols on doors or anything, Toby, like we did in the other district?
Yes.
For fact.
Okay.
I'll open the door.
Wards on
Never am I
doors.
gonna roll so good again.
Nice.
27.
27. Medicine.
Fuck.
Yum. Okay. So you particularly kind of move over to look at the bodies. Bodies are probably your best bet because it's something that you understand. You understand how humanoids in general function. If these bodies were recent, then the rate of decay is abnormally fast because these have rotted into partial skeletal remains at this point. You're kind of like tracing a finger over to figure out where certain areas have rotted, if they've rotted more than others. You get the feeling that this is something that has happened because someone has used magic here. And given with the kind of heaviness of the air, it may still be active. There may be some level of a curse. It may be something to do with the fog. You're not sure. In any case, this kind of rate of decay doesn't happen naturally. Biologically speaking, if they died a few weeks ago, they'd still very much be intact.
So with my medicine and examine the bodies, I can determine that this is of an art like a magical arcane nature. Might have something to do with the fog, but this is almost an extreme rate of decomposition that isn't natural.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and like look over to the party and just sort of quickly read out from the top of her mind as she sort of looks over the corpses and looks back at them. The bodies there. This isn't natural. This isn't. The decomposition is way too fast. I believe it might be of an. And she's used to working with dead bodies, so she sort of lifts up an arm slightly as she's sort of talking. Probably just testing like rigor mortis and stuff like that. This, at least, in my conclusion, this is probably of an arcane nature. It might have something to do with like to take a guess of the fog.
Do they have runes on their ribs?
Yeah.
You are going to kind of place a hand over onto the torso, and your hand kind of goes into the torso.
Fuck!
That's kind of a squelch as you weren't expecting the flesh to give way so easily. They're almost
It's like a sponge
gelatinous. Yeah, it's almost it's quite gelatinous in texture.
Ew.
As you kind of run your fingers over the ribs, and there are, on a few of them, not all, like carvings of a language you don't understand.
Okay, Tomes, hear me out. We need. Can I break a rib off
You can.
with the markings? I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna be like looking at the party, look back here, stick my hand there, and just pull out a rib. Did I pull out the right one?
Roll me a, let's say a strength check. It's a low DC, but when you see you
Come on, muscles.
breaking a bone takes effort.
Not for Ymir, because that's a 17.
You no trouble. You just yank, and there's this snap as the body is sort of yanked in the direction of your hand. It kind of flops back down onto the floor as you're now holding up this rib. Ollie's staring at you like,
You know, it's funny. Cutting the head off a vampire didn't feel as bad as this did.
Ymir, where'd the spirit go?
Can I check DM?
where'd the spirit go?
Listen, I'm a scientist. Where did the spirit go? Damn. Can I make a perception check as I still have the bone in my hand?
You can. It's just a flat perception because you're looking for a spirit.
Okay. I'm gonna go look for that thing. I'm gonna be like, I have a bone to pick with you as I wave the ribcage around. $22.
You vaguely remember seeing it go up this direction.
There?
But you got more focus about removing a rib from a corpse than you did on keeping an eye.
But it has some markings on the rib, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have Ymir sort of just look over at Sinza and just sort of point in the direction, and Ymir's gonna continue on. Not saying a word, just taking the rib as evidence.
Evidence, yeah. Can Sinza and Lyre roll me a perception check again, please?
Oh. Give it a minute. What are we rolling, sorry?
Perception check again, please, as you pass by this location.
My wisdom sucks!
Perception.
15.
17.
17. Okay, so Lyre, you're kind of you're quite paranoid here. So you're keeping an eye out. It's unpleasant situation.
It smells bad.
A rat runs over your shoe.
I don't like
It's
rats.
Not pleasant. Sinza, however, you are laser pointed in on seeing if you can find anything that might give a hint as to where Kaiden might have gone. And you see a few pebbles strewn up leading toward that alley that don't match the rubble of the fountain or the cobbles underneath. One is smooth and shiny. Another looks almost like a faded tiger's eye. There's one that's a little bit pink in color that looks like it's been chipped off from something bigger. These are Kaiden's. Kaiden's rock collection has been strewn around.
No, it's fucking rocks. This meme. Where the
They are
fuck
not.
are my rocks?
They're not scattered. There was no struggle. Kaiden was
They're
dragged
like-
through
I
here.
didn't see it. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, Sinza makes her way to where the rocks are. They're up there, like kind of trailed up where he was going, correct? Or where he
Yeah,
was dragged.
tagged him.
Yeah. Sinza kind of squats and collects them, holds them in her hand, and then she just slowly puts them in her pocket. Okay, can we keep moving?
As you're picking up the pink one, you get this kind of like buzz in your palm, almost like a static shock.
She looks at it, kind of shocked by it.
Little pink rock.
Pink rock.
Pet rock, possibly.
His name is Rocco.
You wouldn't put it past Kaiden to draw a smiley face on it. Let's be real.
Hey, Rocco.
She's gonna put that one in her cleavage, and then she's gonna move forward.
What?
Looking over at the chat where Dex is chatting, saying, "My fucking pancakes!" It's just fucking killing me. So you pick up the kind of strewn up rocks. You manage to pick up about 5 that are all kind of in sequence, moving up this alleyway. Ymir, you catch sight of the spirit again, and then they're gone. They turn a corner, and you have to kind of skittle out of them. But it doesn't take you particularly long. As you're beginning to move towards, again, I haven't got all in this thing. You're beginning to move towards a house that is kind of separated. There's a couple of buildings on either side, but it's mostly kind of on its own, with a few lanterns lit outside, and you watch the spirit pass through the front door, as if it were not there.
Are there any lights on, or is it just a dark house?
Yeah, there's a couple of lights on, scattered. That's what you see.
Are we really about to go into that house? Okay. Quickly, I understand. You have been traveling with Kaiden for how long?
Long enough.
We're not, okay. This is my first time out. This is my first chance really exploring things. We're not going to go into this with zero plan, right? We're not just going to barge in looking for the big man. You have a plan, right?
How am I supposed to have a plan for this? I didn't see this coming. I didn't see him getting taken.
Right, okay. Well, you can take a hit. I cannot. You're not on your own anymore. You're not surrounded by big burly boar men. Okay? Have a plan.
What?
Because I'm not dying for someone I just met. I like you. You're lovely. But to give my life for you right now? Probably not.
So what, you just want to just leave him?
I want to have a plan, Sinza.
I don't know what to plan here.
Well, have
I'm
a
going
think.
just as blind as you. I don't know what to do.
Well, then take a fucking minute. You're rushing head first.
They fucking have him.
No shit!
The longer we leave this, the more chance that we have to lose him. We need to move. We need to be moving quickly. The longer they have him, there's more of a chance they're going to change him into one of them.
You understand that the more you two argue, the more you're giving away our position.
I'm just saying. I understand you're strong. I'm not. You're with more than one person now. Think. Because if I die because of you, I'm coming back to haunt your ass.
I'm sorry. Ollie, you're used to this kind of situation, maybe, possibly. Anything you recommend?
The fact I'm tagging along with you to begin with is going to give away my position to them, that I'm not exactly who I seem. And they kind of gesture to their sanguine uniform. But, this is going to sound stupid, but there can't be that many of them, right? This is not the Sanguine headquarters. They're not going to have many people here. They might have 1 or 2 that may cause a problem, but there's enough of us that it shouldn't be one. If anything, this is going to be our best bet at getting information about what we're going up against in the future.
Do I believe her? Them?
Do you?
Can I make an insight to when they say, with their thing about having been this isn't the headquarters, there's only going to be a couple of people here. Do they know what they're talking about? Are they just bullshitting, or are they lying? And they know.
Insight check.
That's not bad. Insight. Where the fuck is it? +4?
Bloody hell.
21.
Shit. As you're like listening to Ollie talk, the way they're speaking has conviction. It seems like they've been in the business with the Sanguine for a while. As they told you, they've been with them for a while. And if they have been, it's very likely they know that where the headquarters are and where certain posts are and that sort of thing. So if they are telling you this place is probably quiet, not empty, but quiet, comparatively to somewhere like the headquarters, they're probably right, but they are still taking a stab in the dark. They don't know for sure.
Alright.
Damn, is there a window?
There is a window.
To the wall.
I'm gonna have Ymir just like after all this talk, strategy. Have we tried looking through the window?
Not a bad idea.
I cannot. So someone has.
How high up is the window?
It's maybe about 5 feet, maybe a bit more. It's quite a like compact house because all these houses have to be.
Lyre, you're nice and tall. Why don't you look?
Sure. I'll go and I'll try and be a little bit sneaky and walk over and have a peek.
Okay. As you look in, the first thing you see is an alchemy desk. Subtle. You just see a pair of like big old beady snake eyes looking over the fucking windowsill. The first thing you see is an alchemy desk. You see vaguely a large kind of unit of shelves at the back, an open door. That's about it. The room, there's a little candle that is lit on the table, a couple of notes strewn about.
No people, no sign of life at all.
Not in there.
Is there a window over the other side, out of curiosity?
There's one around the corner.
Sinza, there's another window. Go around.
Okay. Sinza kind of sneaks her way around to the other window.
A
Turns her head to
boulder.
the side.
Sinza, you do not have dark vision. As you kind of turn around this corner, it is pitch black. You can see the vague shape of a tree. As you're kind of fumbling, you're kind of fumbling over to the window, and all you see is a dark, like a black space through this window. Like you place your hand against it, and it is just black, like unnaturally dark.
Can I squint real good and try and see?
Let me just.
It's so stupid.
Turns music down.
For fuck's sake.
Hold on.
Like, stop
maybe I'm not
talking, I
looking
can't
close
see.
enough.
Turn that
Okay.
shit down, I can't see.
You've got like your nose pushed up against the window as you're kind of like trying to make out shapes. Nothing. Literally nothing. Even like outside where it is dark, you're able to pick out shapes, but inside the window, like in that house, in that room, you can't see
that's
anything.
magic darkness, bro.
Like there's
outside
like a
again.
curtain that's been drawn, or is
No.
it like, okay?
It's
Just
fucking
got, like,
dark.
a light
You're just
shape.
staring at curtains. Yeah, no.
In the distance, you hear.
Don't. Since you're gonna slowly make her way back around to the side, kind of fumbling as she does so.
Ollie looks at you. Do you need a lantern? I have one.
No, that's not. Maybe a drawer. I need light.
Well, no, not. I mean, yeah, okay. And they kind of just sort of like,
I do
yeah, no, you're right.
Ollie, I want to ask you something. These streets, are these part of Sanguine territory?
Close. They've been stretching out onto these in Twilight Water for a while now, but I wouldn't say they are specifically their land, not yet. It seems like a lot of Twilight Water is quieter than I remember. They're kind of looking around.
Theoretically, if we were to look like Sanguine, would we draw less attention?
Possibly. I mean, I did, but it's going to be hard to make you all, well, more so you. I'm not saying this because you're big, but it's because you're very big. That you're going to struggle to find a uniform that fits you. The other two may be quite easy, but you and the big man, you are not exactly a common height, you know?
No, I understand what you're saying. Can anyone here see in the dark?
Ollie shrugs.
Can you
I've
not
never
see
been
in the
good at
dark?
it, huh?
Wait, do I? Oh, never mind. Fuck me.
Are you all mono-sighted?
Ollie
I can't see shit.
Ollie gestures and says, with this disguise on, my sight is that of a normal satyr. But, you know, I take it off and I have 120 feet-ish about that.
In
Must
darkness,
be nice.
In darkness, yes.
Sinza kind of puts out her hand. Can you come look in this room for me? Around the
I'd
corner?
have to take my disguise off, but, you know. Do you want me to?
If we do it really quickly, then I think...
I might not be able to put it back up again. I've kind of taken it off a little too many times today. You know?
Okay, let's not risk that.
You're
Lyre?
standing menacingly at the doorway.
Do you want to open the door? Can it be opened?
I'm gonna die.
You can click on the door and try and open it.
Ymir,
I'm like a fucking cat. I'm just like. I'm just...
Door opens.
Ymir. Ymir. Just wait.
don't you take another fucking step. Oh, I'm gonna kill her.
Okay, here's the deal. We all go in quiet. You know, as silent as we can, okay? And they're gonna start sneaking. So I'm gonna roll a stealth check for Ollie.
Oh no.
I want to give Jade my inspiration, please.
Jade, are you sneaking?
Yeah.
Are you at disadvantage because you have heavy armor on?
Yeah.
Yes. How'd you roll, babe?
Jade.
Can I give Jade my inspiration, please?
If she needs
Still a
it.
disadvantage.
So an inspiration will be a re-roll of a d20. So if she fucks it, she can re-roll it, but...
Okay.
I rolled a bad one.
Yes, we have. Please take my inspiration.
Not so bad. It's 15.
Do you still have to
Okay.
take the lower thing?
Yeah, you'd still have to roll disadvantage, my love.
Okay. Roll one more time. Please tell me this happened. Oh, you don't. Fuck.
It's fight. We're fighting. Like,
No. I gave the wrong reaction. I rolled a 17, but I rolled my 13, so I still got a 15. So maybe I can play it off. Maybe I'm cute. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know.
You said 15.
Yeah.
Okay. The wood kind of creaks a little underfoot, but you remain relatively hidden, it seems, or at least you think you're hidden. Ooh.
Oh.
What are the rest of you doing? Are you following?
Since it just kind of looks at Lyre.
Lyre's like pressed against the glass of the window, like, what are you doing?
Are you not following?
Not
Are you
yet.
talking to me? Are you talking to me
Nah.
or you? Sorry.
Both of you.
I'm not following yet, no.
I'm gonna go look to Ollie real quick and look in a hushed voice. Okay, here's the plan. So, if we get caught, I am just a blind girl in the big city, and you are helping me find my way. But you are also secretly trying to betray me. Okay, I wrote a book plot about this once. So, like, just in case.
I don't think I have to worry about myself. I'm dressed in sanguine uniform.
Yes, so that way, if I accidentally make sound, they could be like, "Oh God, I'm just little girl in big city."
How about you let me do the talking if we get into a situation like that, huh? Okay.
Creak.
Oh, God. As you two kind of begin to creep a little further inside, Ymir, you can quietly hear like muffled talking from the other side of the far door down the hall. There is now a door either side of you.
Is there a way
You can
I
either go into the room where Sinza was looking or the room where Lyre was looking.
Is there a way I can roll anything to determine which path? Like, say if there was dirt on the ground, like which one has been, like if I could see which one has been opened recently, or if there's anything fresh I could spot.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay,
You're
let's do
effectively
this.
going to be on your hands and knees and like running your hands over the floor to check dirt tracks and stuff like that.
Could have been me and Sinza, but Sinza decided to stay outside. Okay. Investigation 14, 15, 21.
21. So it seems like the door on your left side has been used a lot more. The door on the right seems like it's barely used. Or at least there's not much mud trailing into it. You can't feel any scrape marks on the floor. Then again, this building's quite old.
I'm gonna go look to Ollie. Like, so the left side where since he had bad eyesight problem, could not be me. It appears to be the one that is used most often, or most recently.
Okay.
And there is talking on the other side of the room as she points straight ahead. The right hand side seems pretty okay.
Okay. Do you want to try the right hand side and I try the left? Actually, leaving you alone sounds like a bad idea.
I think this sounds like a bet that I say as I'm looking the other direction.
They kind of put a finger against your lips. If they are right there, we have to be very careful, okay?
Harley. Oh, that got to be good. can just imagine like them going, "You hear someone outside the door?" Like,
Yeah, I can just like picture, like, Ollie's like, we have to be really quiet, and I'll sit here. Sorry, I cannot.
big skinny blind girl, you know. Like,
Oh, that creeps
just
me
like-
slightly fierce.
Just like, oh wow, just act natural, Ollie. Or Ymir, don't make any sounds. Is this your daughter?
Oh, we're
Sinza
all
and
gonna fucking
Lyre,
die.
you can see the two of them hush whispering to each other in the center of the corridor. Feel free to move your tokens, by the way, if you just want to move around.
Sinza is gonna move closer to Lyre. How is Lyre like scared, nervous, or is he kind of like masking? Or I can't hear you, darling.
he's nervous.
Okay.
Yet he has no idea what to do. He's never been here before.
Hey, I know this is all new and kind of scary.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for pushing this onto you.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
Thanks.
I'm not gonna let you take any hits, right? That's my job, first of all.
Uh-huh.
If we go in this house and get jumped, just get behind me or something.
Do you have any, like, an inkling of a plan?
Well, Ymir just opened the door and ran in, so I don't really
Okay.
think any of us have a fucking plan.
Okay. So we're not gonna, like, lure out people in okay. Guess we better go inside. After you.
Are you sneaking in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Roll me stealth checks, please.
16.
16.
Please tell me that's an advantage.
Mm-mm. You're gonna trip walking up these fucking stairs, aren't you?
I should have kept my inspiration as a 1.
Okay. So, Lyre, you're stood behind Sinza as you're beginning to take your steps into this room. Sinza, I think you forget
sorry.
you've got hooves. As the second you hit the wood, it's just this loud clopping of your hooves.
Sinza!
I'm sorry.
And you hear muffled through the door. Hello?
Lyre steps behind Sinza.
Ymir, Ollie, come here. Come here.
Ollie just takes Ymir by the hand and begins to very, very slowly lead them.
I wanted to open the right-hand door. I wanted to do it. I was just like,
You can, like, hide in one of the other rooms if you want to, rather than going back outside.
No! Come here!
No, she's going in, dog.
Jade, what do you want to do?
right-hand side. Oh! Oh!
Ymir,
Oh!
Ymir, as you step into this room, you can't see it, which is fine.
Oh, she's a lost cause. Time to go. Like,
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I had to add to the pit.
the air in here is suffocating. And the second you step in here, you take 5 necrotic points damage.
Oh! There's a fucking dreadnought or something there, dude.
What are you doing?
It is what it is. Is there a way I can look around, do anything? Because I'm losing hit points, and there's something I can't see.
If you roll me an investigation check, you're not hindered by the lack of sight. So for the time being, for the first time, you are about in your own territory as you can be.
Okay, that's gonna be a dirty 20, boss.
A dirty 20. Okay. You kind of move in to take a look around, and you kick something. Lean down and kind of place your hands against it. Bone. Bleached bone. This has been here a very long time or has been placed here intentionally. And you're kind of fumbling over. You can feel clothes. You can feel fabric of a tabard. You feel bits of a gambeson. You feel a pouch. And you kind of like run your fingers over the top of it and into it. And you can feel gold, a lot of it. As you're kind of rummaging through. There's about 250 gold in there, easy. You take another 5 points of necrotic damage.
I take it and I go!
You running out of the room again?
I take the gold and I go!
You see Ymir come barreling out of the door, and she comes running down the hall, runs into Ollie. Ollie squeaks as they're kind of pushed into Sinza, and all of you are kind of pushed down the stairs back out the door.
I grab them both in my arms and just lift them out and dump them on the fucking floor.
These kind of black traces of like the capillaries around Ymir's face are like they're like darkening under her skin from the necrotic she was breathing in.
Ymir?
Yeah, there is fucked up shit going on in the other room. Definitely a big bad problem. I'm okay though.
Ollie closes the door like, nope. For now, we're leaving that. We will come back to it once they've chilled out.
Did I take the gold piece? I said I grabbed them. I ran.
Yeah, so you have a pouch of 250 gold pieces.
But anyways, guys, I have good news for all of you. Gold piece. Lots of money. So, like...
The silence that followed.
So, like, guys, so, like, there was, like, that guy in there, and then I searched pockets. It had, like, a tabard in Gamson, maybe. And, does that match description? A lot of money. That is not my money.
I got nothing.
I could go back.
No. Just wait.
Let the heat die down first. Maybe they will have heard you come barreling out of that door. You were loud enough.
Did you get a sense of how many were in there?
Did I, DM?
How many in where?
The room where it happened.
The room.
That was good.
Respect. Oh fuck.
I can just hear the Hamilton backing track happen.
Oh god. Yeah, whoever edits that, get onto it.
Laugh.
It's me.
um,
I meant
in
voices.
the
Sorry,
darkness
Jed.
room. Oh,
Just
you meant
voices.
okay. You only heard the one voice. Just the one. You don't know.
So there's at least one in there.
Maybe someone who is a bit more subtle, Mr. Lyre.
You and me.
You're not armored. That helps.
I
We
am.
can go in and have a look at the other rooms.
Sure. Yeah.
Look, just
Part of the team, I guess, right? Yeah.
stay
Sinza?
with me. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Just how about Miss Sinza? You keep an eye through the window.
Which window?
The window of the room that we're going to go into. How does that sound?
The one with the light.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna be able to see through the one with the darkness.
Alright, Ollie. Lead the way.
Roll another stealth check for me.
Fuck. Oh, that's good. 18.
13. Okay. Ollie is struggling a little bit. But the two of you make it up and into this room. Okay. Have a look around if you can find anything.
Shut the door.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna head over to the alchemy table. I want to look for notes. I want to look for any types of potions I would recognize or understand or see the alchemical imbalance between them to what they might create.
Okay.
Just general smarty pants overlook, basically.
There's something on the table. If you click on it, it should show you what it is. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'd stop spamming it. It's going to bugger it up if you spam it.
What the fuck? Children of Atreus? Atreus. I wrote something down about Atreus. Fuck, it's their god. Children of Atreus. Action turns to reaction. Something has to change to progress. Thesis this simpleness. We are born to die and serve him. Children of bones. Fucking. Okay. I'll pocket that and put that in my coat. Oh dear. Okay, there we go. Okay, what about potions or anything like that? Can I see anything that that might have a label on it that matches the runes on the bones that we've seen, or any vialed blood that's beginning to turn black? Any notes anywhere on anything?
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. God, I'm rolling really well. That's going to be 16.
Okay. You're kind of looking at both the table and the kind of shelving unit in the corner. You can see potion bottles of strange varieties. Not all of them are full. Some of them are half complete and just have sort of ingredients in them, with labels like painlessness, sleep. Most of them looking about half completed. There are bottles of blood you see kind of lined up on the table, almost like in sequence of decomposition of infected quality. So you see sort of one that is 2 days, you see one that is 5 days and it is almost black. You see one that is 2 weeks and it is just sludge in this jar. There's a variety in here. However, you do find, as is yours for the taking, a basic poison, a potion of healing, and a potion of necrotic resistance.
How good resistance in aquatic?
You want to take that one? Or do you want to take all of them?
I will pocket all of them.
Okie dokie.
Jade gets gold, I get potions, Lav gets nothing.
Why are you gonna be that way? You just see Sinza's glowing eyes through the window as well as you're searching the room.
Just got like a bar jar thing, and he's like,
They should be in your sheet for you there.
thank you, Toby. Okay. I'm gonna look over at Ollie. What are they doing?
Ollie's got their little notebook out, and they are scratching something down as they're looking at some of the files on the shelving unit.
What you doing?
They almost drop the book. Taking notes.
Okay. I found this, and he'll pull out the sheet with like the children and the bones and whatnot, and be like,
They're kind of holding it as if like, oh, it's kind of sticky. As I kind of pulled it apart. It's got blood on it. It's not pleasant.
haven't they got sap on their skin? Out of curiosity.
They got sap. Their blood is sap.
Oh, their blood is sap. Okay, never mind.
They're waxy.
That's the word.
Their skin is waxy. But they're like, okay, that's not great. Don't like that. Okay.
So this is a cult. It's a god thing.
Do you think synthesis is this thing's name?
Sure.
I mean, in circled, I don't
know. It's in like a cycle though, so I don't know if.
Oh, maybe. Look.
Maybe it's a new type of vampire.
You're supposed to be the smart one here.
I'm trying. This is new.
Roll me a stealth check.
17.
Okay. You hear a rustle from the other side of this door. But it doesn't seem like anyone's getting up.
Shush.
You know what? Fine.
Look,
whatever.
What if this synthesis is a new type of vampire? I learned there's like 3 different types. What if there's a 4th, or they're trying to make one that's going to ascend in a sense? Or if this god, Atreus, because there are no good gods at all. What if this god is trying to create something so he can take over?
They kind of frown a little as you say there are no good gods. I think you need a tinfoil hat. Okay, we're going to go back outside. We're going to discuss this outside. Huh?
Okay.
You understand what I mean? You sound a little bit. Ooh.
Okay. We'll go outside.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Oh, fuck. Intimidation +3.
Yeah.
22.
So Ymir, you can't see it, but Sinza, as you're looking in through the window, you see Lyre kind of lean in, say something, and you watch Ollie's like little satyr ears just droop as they move away from him.
Don't call me stupid in in any sense. I'm not crazy. I just think outside the box. Got it?
Understood.
Go.
And they skitter back outside.
What were they looking at in this corner?
You didn't get a look at their notes, but they seem to have been like maybe labeling what kind of bottles are being kept here, what sort of potions they're looking into making. Again, you're seeing a lot of these kind of painlessness, sleep, numbness, things like taking the edge off.
I might take one of each vial, just so I've got references, I guess.
Evidence. Most of them are uncompleted, so they're not usable, but they are just something you can have on your person.
Yeah, I'll just take them. And I'll skedaddle.
Ollie has kind of moved to the side and is just kind of keeping their head in their book.
Did you find anything?
I found a flyer of sorts pertaining to their god. There's something called Atreus. It's a creature, a deity, a god, I don't know, that the vampires worship. Those who wish to have children with mortals have to get their blessing to do so through this god. And this is pertaining to something, but I'll pull out the sheet of paper and hand it to you guys so you can see it as well. Hello?
I'm healing myself, and I don't want to take up your guys' time.
Okay.
I just figured I'd cure wounds myself in the corner.
But yeah, I'll show you guys the sheet of paper and point out where the circle is and how is it synthesis is wrapped? Is that how you pronounce it? Synthesis. Oli pointed out this might be a leader of sorts. I thought maybe it could be a new breed of vampire being born or trying to be created of sorts. With this sickness, anything is possible, but my idea was shut down.
You see them kind of like, again, the ears kind of droop as they just bury themselves a little more into their book.
Do you think this could be relating to the lich that you mentioned?
That's what I mean. A lich conversing with vampires? Something new could be born of this. Something stronger. But that would be crazy, wouldn't it, Ollie?
I never said that, but okay.
Okay. Let's all take a breath. This is a very tense situation. We're all friends here.
Tell him that.
You're an acquaintance at best.
Okay. Since it kind of moves to step between them both. Did you discern how many people were in the building?
No. We kept quiet. I personally didn't hear anything.
I honestly was not paying that much attention. I was kind of focused on what was happening in the room.
That's okay.
Don't think it's many of them, though. We would have heard a lot more kind of sound coming from the other rooms if there were a lot of them.
The spirit went into the house, so...
They've got to be deeper in the house, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Kind of fold the book up and put it back on their waist.
I did find a potion of necrotic resistance, if anyone is feeling particularly interested. There's also a basic potion. I found another potion of healing, so if someone wants one of their own, I now have 2.
You wouldn't mind if I took the potion of healing, would you?
Yours.
Thank you.
I will give 1 potion of healing to Sinza and remove 1 from my inventory.
Okay. All right. You have a potion of healing in your inventory.
Other than that, there were just some small vials labeled sleep, numbness. I don't know.
It seems like they were experimenting, maybe not really coming up with anything actually usable. Perhaps they have a novice alchemist with them. It seems like this place is pretty run down.
Toby, correct me if I'm wrong. From who did we find out from? Was it Ollie that mentioned that they were possibly looking to experiment with wild magic?
Ollie mentioned that seems like something that the Sanguine had been talking about when they were in the Sanguine's presence.
Didn't you take books or notes or something, Lav?
Yeah, I do. I have some papers. Thank you for mentioning that. I want to try and look at these papers again that I was given. And Sinza kind of like runs her fingers over like the ink stained pages and then gestures them out to Lyre. You're gonna have a better chance of understanding these than me.
What is it?
It speaks on necromancy.
Okay. I'll start
They were-
filing through these.
Okay, so you're gonna have to take some time to try and decipher the words on these pages because they are stained in ink and difficult to read. You're also gonna need a light source appropriately bright enough.
Do you want me to do this now or later?
I think later.
Okay.
Maybe not now. I think we need to deal with the current situation.
Okay. He'll put them away.
You gave me an idea. Why don't we try and lure them out? If we can separate them, or I can go in and try and separate them.
I mean, what if we get them all in the hallway and just pepper them? Is this the plan, to kill them, or?
I don't like the morals of just killing people to get past people.
Well, I mean, if it means anything to you, Kaiden is my friend. They took my friend, and it is only fair that I take their life.
What if they don't have anything to do with this, though? What if they're just people in the path?
Well, why don't we get our sanguine officer to go have a word with their brethren?
Ollie kind of gives you a bit of a look like, I don't know how well this is gonna work, but I'll try.
I mean, I have no issues with killing them.
I can try and talk to them, and if something goes wrong, you engage. How's that sound?
Yes, we separate their souls from their bodies if they have any.
I don't like it when you put it like that.
They took my friend. I take their life.
Okay. Sure, if you want me to go in and do the talking, just be
Only
close
if you're
behind me.
comfortable with doing it. I'm not going to make you do something you don't feel comfortable doing.
I mean, that's part of my job. It's just more that if I am quickly outnumbered, I don't particularly want to get, you know?
If you stand in the doorway, as close to it as possible, if anything happens, I'm there, okay?
Okay. Kind of straighten themselves up, look behind them. They look at Sinza, kind of look very briefly at Lyre, and then over to Ymir.
You got this, okay?
As they head in, they open the door. You can hear some figures stand up as Ollie walks in. And they close the door behind them.
Oh no.
Roll me a perception check if you're trying to listen in. But from the distance you're at, you're going to struggle. It'll be a disadvantage.
Okay. So I'd have to roll double disadvantage then?
Because it's a hearing check, it's just flat. But at this distance, unless you're going in down the corridor.
Disadvantage can be
15. Is anyone else listening in?
Yes, but I'm deciding whether I want to go in and stand in the hallway to be closer.
Okay.
But I also don't want to just split the party. Since it's going to look to Lyre and Ymir. Do you want me to go in there? Should I go in there? Just in case.
Can I hear conversations happening right now from that?
From where you're stood, Ymir, with that perception check, yes, you can hear muffled Ollie's voice, and then maybe 3 other voices.
I can hear them a little bit. If I sense something is going wrong, I can just tell you, and you can rush in. The last thing I want to do is if you go in and you accidentally make sound, then Ollie is fine.
Fair point.
So
Shame.
I'll listen in. Ymir's just sort of gonna, like, not step closer, but for the sake of cinematics, just sort of take a knee and sort of listen closely.
Okay.
There's a long kind of period of you just kind of stood outside listening in. The conversation inside gets more and more heated.
Oh. Toby's gone. We lost Toby.
Okay.
Give it a second.
You spend a long kind of period of time just waiting for something to happen. The conversation inside gets more and more heated over time. You can hear Ollie kind of trying to defend their point as one of the voices begins to raise this sort of deeper semi-masculine tone. And then there's this thump. And then another thump. And you hear Ollie begin yelling.
Yep, Sinza's moving.
Let's do it. Rushing in.
So as you go moving in...
I would like to go in quietly.
Okay, roll me
try and get the element of surprise.
Roll me a stealth check then.
Oh, fuck me. I'm a big lady. 5.
Again, hooves.
Mm-hmm.
You better watch out.
Don't you start with the goat jokes. I will end you.
The rest of you, are you sneaking or are you just going?
Going off Sinza's subtle entrance, I'll just walk in.
Fuck you.
Okay. As you begin to kind of move in, you can hear a sound from the other side of the door. You can hear Ollie seemingly having been hit in some regard, because you can hear them kind of make a sound as a connection kind of happens. You can hear like a thump, and then Ollie making a sound of discomfort, definitely.
What are we doing, Sinza?
I want to ram down the door.
It's unlocked.
I know, but for dramatic effect. Okay.
You get your flair, girl.
No. Sinza, as soon as she hears the like connection and the discomfort, she pulls her axe from her back and she's just gonna grab the door with her other hand and just push it open with as much force as she can.
Door swings open and slams.
Oh no.
And directly in
That's a lot
front
of
of
blood.
the door
Wow!
is a figure in a similar kind of almost cultish uniform that you've seen before out on the street, with a scimitar in one hand, and a smile on his face, as you kind of look across over to the fireplace and you see Ollie on the floor, with these two vampires. One of them is kind of pushing himself up, jaw dripping, and Ollie is not looking good.
Oh shit.
Did you just run with no plan? You're just gonna...
I have a plan!
No, you don't!
I do have a plan. I don't have a plan.
Roll initiative.
Oh my fucking...
Standing in shock and awe isn't a plan.
I'm gonna we're gonna take a quick break actually before we roll initiative. So roll initiative, please, kids.
Oh yeah, we're in a fight. That's right. Initiative was Lyre. Sinza, what you doing there, frontliner?
That did not just happen.
If we get in a fight, get behind me. Why are you moving so slowly?
Oh no.
All right.
I'm at the bottom of the initiative.
So top of the round, Ymir.
I'm gonna go move my 30 feet over. Yeah, that's as far as I can go.
You can dash if you want to. You can get around Sinza.
Can't get around me though.
I'm gonna do my signature thing. 1 second. I have a plan. I just want to make sure I'm doing it well. And 20-foot radius and a point you choose. On the point you choose in range. Okay, I want to do something. If that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast silence.
Okay.
So that way, I'm gonna put it far enough to where Lyre can still shoot pot shots without having to worry about anyone trying to vocal somatic him back, and Sinza can do her job and cut down people who can't cast spells anymore, or at least spells that I'm aware of. Can I cast silence? How do I measure range?
There's the measurement controls on the left-hand side of the screen.
Okay, let me do. It's a 20-foot radius, correct?
Yes. When you cast a spell, it should ask you to place a template.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
You also need to be able to see where you're casting, or at least in the direction you're casting. And if you're trying to aim it anywhere beyond that, going this way, you're not going to be able to see it because you're too far back.
So I'll just measure it. So can I put it like right here then? Because I'm not. Fuck me, of course
Can you
not.
see that?
Well, my character in general, like as far as here.
I'd say you'd have to move. You could have used your 30 feet up until this point, and you've got a clearer kind of line of sight in terms of your pointing finger, because it would be a straight line from your finger to wherever you need to cast it. So you can cast it there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to. It's okay. I'm just trying to measure and make sure that I'm doing it correctly.
So if you cast the spell, it will give you a template to place down.
Okay.
So click place measure template, and then click where you want it to go down.
Right there. And that's where I'm gonna put it.
All right. All right. So you encompass the room in this circle of silence. The room falls silent.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Okay. Next up on the round is this guy closest to Sinza. Oh, I did not mean to close the door.
Sinza shuts the door.
Oh, my spell!
I'm gonna have to move Sinza slightly off so I don't accidentally click on the door. But he is gonna move up to Sinza. And is gonna take 2 swings with his longsword.
This seems familiar.
It does indeed. 17 hits. He only does 3 slashing damage on the first swing. The second swing misses as you dodge out of the way of it. You can see him kind of say something, but nothing comes out. He is on the border of the silence, as encompassed by it. It is the fanatic's turn, who is going to continue going for what's it called? Your boy. Nice. Oh, I see. Interesting. Oh, that's why. I don't know why it had whole person on him. He is not being held. But he's gonna go in for a shank into Ollie. Ollie swiftly kind of moves out of the way on the floor as the dagger presses into the wood. And again, you see them kind of say something. Nothing comes out. Ollie's going to get up, use half their movement to get up, and they're going to swing at the cultist closest to them with a pop of their fists. They kind of they're looking disorientated as they swing, and the cultists manage to swing out of the way. I believe they get extra attacks. They do, so they swing again. That one hits. As a fist collides, you're expecting to hear the sound, and there's nothing there. As the cultist is clocked directly in the jaw. That is Ollie's turn. Oh, golly, I'm doing everyone's turns. Cultist is going to swing back with the scimitar. Misses. And another swing as Ollie's kind of dodging out of the way. Misses again. The monk seems pretty light on their feet, preventing them from getting any more attacks. But Lyre, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna move up. Hello? Move up. There we go. Oops, sorry. Get an angle on him. Sinza, you look alright at the moment. Ollie's surrounded and they're hurt by the looks of it. Fuck it. Lyre's gonna step up and see Ollie in pain, just sort of. He's gonna reach into his bag and pull out a bit of clay. He's gonna mesh it into his hand and like extend it over his hand. And he's gonna take me and slam his hand into the ground. And I'm going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp and place it right there.
Can you cast it and place the template for me?
Yes, I can. Cast spell. Oh, that's a weird 5-foot angle.
So if you're placing down a template, you can use your scroll wheel to change the angle of it. If it's like
Oh, that's cool. How do I thought I'd be able to get both of them. Is there no way I can get the two? Oh, well, fuck it. We'll find out. I'll place it there. And I don't know if I can do it in one turn. 5 foot. A medium hand from the concept of soil raises there and reaches for one creature. Okay. I'm going to reach for the vampire cultist, I believe it is.
Okay.
If you can make me a strength saving throw, please.
Is a 12.
12 total. Good. So he is now restrained. So he cannot move or do anything. He also takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Roll your damage for me. Oh, that's 4d6.
Why did it roll 4? I only need 2. The heck?
Half damage if restrained. So it would be 2d6. So I'll take the first 2 that you rolled, which is a 1 and a 3. So that is 4 damage off of this guy as he is restrained. He can still take attack actions. He just cannot move. Oh no, it's restrained and grappled. No, grappled is different. Restrained, he can't take actions either. He has to break out of it. Okie dokie.
And he does. Okay.
Right.
And bonus action. As a bonus action, I will unharmed. I will cast Hex. Oh, that's a spell. Never mind. I can't do anything. All good.
Okay. Sinza.
Hello. As this blade kind of slashes across Sinza, I would like to rage, please.
Can.
Whoops. Wrong thing.
Sorry.
Fuck you, man. And as Sinza pulls her axe from her back, she runs it across her palm, the blood kind of spraying as she does so, and I would like to use my Crimson Right, please. So I'd add an extra d4. And then I'm just going to slash in this kind of crude space. She just tries to get enough angle to swing across the vampire in front of her, or the guy in front of her.
Okay.
I'm rolling in fucking my dice tray like an idiot.
I need you to roll me a d4 for your necrotic damage, please, as well.
Because you got hurt when you activated that.
So you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh no, not bludgeoning, slashing damage, sorry. As you activate your Crimson Right. And you swing after him and miss as he kind of dodges out of the way. Almost like fencing stance with this large sword in front of you. And is ready to go. Okay. Ymir. Unless there's anything else you want to do.
No, I'm all good, thank you.
Okay.
I have a question. Since my sheet was sort of reset, I don't know what happened. I had from the old lady handed me some silver. Was it silver dust or silver liquid or something?
Yes, you have some silver dust.
Is it possible? I don't know how you do it, but since I have my silence up, can I take my crossbow out and coat my bolts with the silver?
It will take an action to do that, but you can do it. Yes.
Take an action. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take an action to do that, and as is it a? I have a question. What I want to do.
That I gave you, it was like a silver infused oil, so you can coat your weapons with it.
Yeah, I have a question, DM. So I have my silence on. I was wondering if my character can move. If I want to check the room here, just so I can see it.
You can move into the room. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, because the door's already open, correct? So I can just.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30. Okay. I just wanted to sort of see the room, make sure it was safe, or at least I could pick up, but it was still pretty. I couldn't see much passing through there. Okay. Then, is it okay if I move it here? So just in case. Hold on. How do I touch my token?
Do you want to move back into the corridor? You still have 5 feet of movement.
Yeah, I just didn't want to. Yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you. So I'll cut my oil. So I'll just go in. Yeah, and then I'm good.
Okay. It's the Thrall's turn. He's going back after Sinza. So, going in for another swing.
Ooh.
A miss. Since you dodge out of the way. The second one, however, slashes into you. And you take 3... Oh, God damn it. 3 points of...
Oh, good heavens.
3 points. So I'm going to add those 3 back on. So that is there. Of slashing damage as this blade cuts into you. And he bares his fangs at you. In a threat. It looks like he's got other plans. The Fanatic is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There is now somebody directly next to you, Ymir, as you're coating your blade, or your bolt, sorry, as you feel the presence of a person stood in very close proximity to you. Ollie is going after this guy, and is going to swiftly punch him in the dick.
Gets advantage. He's restrained.
He does indeed. He hits anyway. As just this one punch, knocks this guy's head back at such an angle, you're expecting to hear the crack. Again, nothing. But the cultist suddenly drops to the floor and blood begins to pool out of their nose, and they are out. Ollie turns around, is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, and give you advantage on your next attack with the flanking. Which cultist is this? He's dead, Lamel. Lyre, it is your turn.
All right. What do I want to do? As a bonus action, I will cast Hex on this fella right here. So target.
Okey-dokey.
Hex. Oh, I'll drop concentration on maximum
Guidance.
grass.
Oh, that, yeah.
cast spell. So that fades and Hex takes place. And then as an action, I will bring my spellbook out and tear out a page and ball it up and throw it towards the person attacking Ymir and cast Eldritch Blast towards them.
Pew pew, you are at disadvantage as you are very close to them.
Yes.
Less than 15 feet. As you shoot, it hits the stonework next to them. Ymir, you feel this buzz of heat past you, as Eldritch Blast cracks into the wall and some of the stonework crumbles, but it misses.
Okay. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Sinza.
Hello. Sinza is, as my action, I would like to try and hit this guy with my axe, please.
Okie dokie. You got advantage on the attack.
Who needs reckless? Not her.
You untargeted him, so you're gonna need to target him again. There you go.
Attack. Advantage.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a nice
Beautiful.
clean hit.
Amazing. I'll add my d4 of damage as well. 3. Beautiful. And then as my bonus action, I would like to use my blood maledict. The blood that's kind of coating Sinza's blade begins to bubble and boil through her blade itself, and it kind of shoots these almost like spiked daggers out towards him, and I would like to try and use my blood curse of binding, please.
Sounds good. That is
Bind that bitch.
Dex save.
Strength saving
Strength.
throw.
Bind that bitch.
Okay. 13.
Yeah, he passes.
Damn
He
it.
passes.
Oh, so close.
As
What
the
off?
blood kind of moves towards him, he raises a hand and just pushes it aside, and it splatters across the floor.
Ah!
He knows
and that'll be my
Hakuna Matata etymology.
Hakuna Matata.
Oh.
And that'll be my turn, please.
Ymir, there is a presence directly next to you. What are you doing?
I'm not going to let that vampire regenerate. I'm going to aim my shot regardless. I can tank a hit from this guy. So I'm going to try and shoot the vampire thrall with my crossbow that is coated with the silver.
Okay.
Give me 1 second to go ahead and do that. Let me have my character sheet. And crossbow. Let me target this guy. And then... discard previous. Okay. Crossbow light has not completed. Can I just cancel now or complete previous and then just do it?
Complete. No, just cancel. Cancel and continue.
Okay.
Discard previous. Oh, it's probably because you have everyone targeted because they were in range of silence.
I'm sorry. Yeah, let me how do I undo my clicks?
So Ymir targeting. Okay, I can't untarget for you.
Is there a way I can untarget them?
If you hover over them, press T.
Okay, perfect.
There you go.
Okay.
And then target the one you want to hit.
Okay. Oh. Okay, let me go ahead and crossbow. Cancel now. Okay. Target this guy.
Hover over and press T. There you
Okay. Come cancel now. Discard previous. And then I roll for attack.
It should come up with an option to roll for attack in the side chat.
Yep. Normal. Would I get advantage because he's flanked?
Yes.
Okay.
Yum. That's a hit.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for damage. Okay. Damage. Normal.
Okay. So you do a total of 9 damage as the silver kind of sinks into him. I believe he's just taken that, so that's fine. And Sinza, you watch as where the arrow or like the bolt hits begins to sizzle and the skin begins to turn grey as it turns to ash in front of you. As he grabs hold of it, tries to pull it out. Ymir, are you doing anything else this turn?
That was my action. Let's see. Let me check. I'd have to drop my silence if I want to cast a spiritual weapon, correct?
Yes, you would, yeah.
No, I'm gonna keep it up. I'm good, but I know if I move, he's gonna get an opportunity attack. But also, I'm gonna stay where I am. Yeah, I'm good. That's my turn.
Okay. Brawl is going to continue attempting to wail on Sinza. It's a nice clean hit as the blade sinks into you. Again, only 3 points of damage halved to 1. And then another swing. This one misses wide as you are able to kind of parry it out of the way with your axe. And that is his turn. It's the Fanatic's turn, who's going after Ymir.
Roll low, bitch.
And they're gonna place both hands on the sides of your head, Ymir. And you hear this kind of whisper of magic as they are going to cast Inflict Wounds on you.
Ah! Miss.
And they can cast it at 2nd level.
Miss. You won't roll above a 19. You're trash. You're trash.
16. As you're able to kind of shake your head and push him back before they're able to get the magic off, the spell fizzles out in the air before it hits you.
I have a question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
He's this close to me. Does he have a heartbeat? Is he breathing?
You don't know.
Okay. I'll test my theory later.
You can roll a medicine check on your turn if you'd like. If that's something you'd like to do. Ollie. Pop in the back of the head. At advantage.
Damn.
It's a nice clean hit. And another one.
Damn.
As Ollie's fist connects multiple times into the back of this thing's head. As you're kind of watching the blood get spraying out of their nose, some of their teeth are getting knocked out with the pressure of the hits. And Ollie's trying to kind of keep their attention on you so that they can do what they can to take them out quickly. Lyre.
Toby, remind me. So can I cast a spell and then a cantrip as a bonus action?
You can, yes.
Okay. All right. Time to play. I'm going to move down here. On the desk at the back, is that a vase?
On the desk, you mean in this room?
Yeah, over here.
Yeah, there's a lot of bottles.
A lot
Like
of bottles, huh?
jars, bottles, that sort of accoutrement.
Got it. Okay, Lyre's gonna move down and sort of have this deadpan look over his face and just point at a bottle and do that. And I'm gonna cast Catapult and launch this bottle towards the back of this boy's head.
Okay.
So cast first level.
Is it A2 hit, or do I have to dodge?
I believe it's a dodge. I think you should have a automatic roll somewhere.
Yeah, it should auto roll if you roll your damage. Okay. That's a horrible failure on his part, as the bottles all connect with the back of his head, and there's just spray of glass as he makes sort of a yelp. Looking at him, he's got this kind of like thick sap-like mixture running down his chin from where he's bitten Ollie.
Okay.
And it's now kind of getting half mixed with his own blood as sort of he catches the size of his face.
Okay.
And yeah, he's not looking too hot, but
Cool. Oh, he takes an extra d6 due to Hex as well.
oh, he does indeed. Roll me a d6.
Extra 2 damage.
2 damage.
And as a bonus action, the book that's floating around Lyre, he's not even going to look. He's just going to grab it, rip a page out, and throw it towards the vampire thrall, and cast
Cool
Eldritch
stuff.
Blast at him.
Yum, yum, yum.
Roll to attack. Oh!
With
Oh!
a 1, I'd like you to roll your damage.
Sure. It's a d12, yeah?
D12, please.
Where's the d12? There it is. Be a 12!
Due to your lack of concentration, you are like just throwing it
Oh,
in
wait,
a direction.
is he flanked?
Oh yeah, they would have flanking. Yeah. So roll. Roll your. Roll.
It was
Roll
gonna,
again.
it was
please.
gonna hit me, you fuck.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry
let's-
about it. Shut up. I'll do it again. I'll roll again.
You roll another 1.
That's better. That one will hit. Roll your damage again, please.
Okay, I can just roll damage on that one now, can't I, in the chat?
Yeah.
Damage. Normal. Ah, for fuck!
1 again. As the beam goes singeing just past your fur, Sinza, you can feel it far too close for comfort. As it smashes into the sky, but it doesn't seem to do an awful lot. He seems to be more focused on other things.
Don't get bit. That would be my turn.
Sinza.
How is this guy looking?
Not too hot. He's looking pretty
Okay.
beat up.
Kill
I
him.
think. Do you think?
I don't know. I'm bloodlust right now, bro. You do what you want to do.
I've already been making stupid decisions though. I don't want to make any more. I'm questioning. Okay, Sinza is just going to kind of pull her axe up, and she's just going to try and swing across his chest with her axe, please.
Go for it.
Advantage, flanking.
Yum, that's a nice clean swing.
Ah, fuck yeah.
Gotta love that animation, by the way. So cool.
Yeah, it's so
It's
cool.
fun, isn't it?
Damage 7, and then also with my extra d4.
So as you swing the blade, how do you want to do this?
Oh god. Since gonna repeat the same action as she did before, she kind of pulls her axe up above her head, and she's just gonna try and cleave his head from his shoulders.
It takes little to no effort as the head goes flying off across the room. Ollie opens their mouth and says something to you, you can't hear it. As like they are both of you are sprayed with red. And he
Fun.
is dead.
Dead boy. Dead boy.
You have your bonus action, your movement.
Would Sinza have noticed the other guy kind of run up behind Ymir? Run up to where the other guys are?
I'd say you were too focused at the moment on the one that was directly in front of you.
No, I think Sinza's just gonna kind of stay where she is, and she's just kind of like, her eyes are kind of clouded from the rage, and she's just like kind of panting, looking at Ollie.
Ollie's not looking particularly hot. They've got a large kind of weeping wound on their shoulder. But it seems like they're not particularly phased by it. They're not looking great, but they're like, it's not overtaking them at the moment. Ymir.
Is it an action to drop a spell?
No.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna
free action. Drop concentration.
I'm gonna drop the concentration on the silence spell, because I'm gonna put my spiritual weapon as my bonus action behind this motherfucker who's been hitting me.
Okie dokie.
Let me go ahead and just cast spell. I aimed at the wrong guy. Oh no, I should have aimed at him. I'm sorry. Let me undo that.
If you change your targeting, it should be fine.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna attack. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Does that count as flanking? Is my spiritual weapon? You considered an ally last time.
Yes. Yeah. I'll say yeah.
Okay. Roll advantage.
Nice hits.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for damage.
Get it.
And that was a bonus action doing them one, right? Can I do a self action?
So it's a bonus action to cast it and for it to swing on its first turn. So you still have your action.
Will it cost me an action to just whip out my mace and slap him with it? Oh.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go and take my
bonk him.
My shtick, and I am going to hit him with my mace. And because I have that advantage, because I have this.
No mercy in Cobra Kai.
Oh, damn.
He manages to kind of like just about sweep out of the way of your hit. Almost stumbles back into the spiritual weapon as he's kind of pinned between the two of you.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Right, it's the fanatic's turn. He is going to take the L, and you get an attack of opportunity as he's going to try and move away from you.
Where you going?
Which one? I'm like,
you may get an attack of opportunity. I don't think the spiritual weapon gets attack of opportunity.
No.
Is it still with advantage because my thing is still right behind him as it happens?
Single melee attack at advantage. That one's a hit. You can hear his footsteps as he's trying to get away from you. Moves back into the room as you swing at him and catch him into the ribs. He is going to move back to here. And he's going to cast Sacred Flame on you.
One.
I believe that's a
Dex save?
Dex save, please, yes.
Huh?
You're fine, you take no damage. As it doesn't hit. And so as his action, he's going to target Lyre.
Hey!
And cast Hold Person.
The
So I
fuck?
need you to make a whiz save, please.
Whiz save. That's my wisdom. +4. 14?
14 is just enough, yeah, as he is attempting to cast the spell. You can feel your limbs beginning to stiffen as the magic takes hold, as you kind of manage to wave your way out of it. And he looks a little, like, stunned that none of his spells seem to be taking hold. And
That's not nice.
That is his turn. Ollie is going to move down to here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And sort of they just appear out of nowhere. You see Ollie just speedily running into the room, take a flying leap as their fist is going to attempt to connect with the side of this thing's head. That's a nice, clean hit on Ollie's part. And as the fist connects, it is just this crunch. The head snaps at an uncomfortable angle, and the guy falls to the floor, dead. You are out of combat.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run over to Ollie. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to the vampire thrall and remove its mask. I'm looking for cleric features. I want to know see if it's a cleric or if it's just a thrall of sorts.
The guy that
Sinza
was
fighting.
beheaded. Okay. So you head off into the room to go and look at the head. And as you pull it off, you said you're looking for claret features?
Claret, sorry. Yeah, so
Yeah.
like the pointed ears, the defined features. I want to see if this
Yeah.
is a claret or just a thrall.
This guy looks like a thrall. He has mostly human features, actually. So he's got sort of normal shaped rounded ears. Just like a relatively young guy, maybe in his 30s. Lock of blonde hair, part stubble.
Okay.
Looks like a dude.
Got you.
Jade.
Instead of casting Cure Wounds, I think my first thing would be I'm going to do a medicine check on Ollie. My first thing is I'm trying to determine if, one, he has any sort of diseases or if there's more to it than just injured. If he has any poison, anything like that. Okay, for roll medicine for that?
Roll me a medicine check then, please.
Okay, not bad. That's a 19.
19. So as you're looking over him, again you can see these symptoms of the boils along the neck. This guy's been infected probably for not very long with 𝘏𝘪𝘨, but he's 𝘏𝘪𝘭𝘥. I swear.
Because
are there any other features you're kind of trying to define?
I'm determined because if this has happened just now, if I use Lesser Restoration as enough time passed where I can actually treat it, because the times I have seen it, enough time has passed, but it's only been, how long was this combat? What, a minute or two? Maybe 3?
Oh, are you asking if Ollie's got these symptoms?
Ollie, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking at the other figure.
No.
Ollie, it seems that Ollie has no symptoms of this. As you're looking them over, you're watching as their disguise is beginning to falter. And eventually it just ends up dropping entirely. So they just kind of looking at you. It seems that as this kind of fey creature, they're not able to get diseases. Not like this, at least.
Wonderful.
They
I'm gonna go ahead.
don't have blood.
No. I'm gonna go Cure Wounds on him then. I'm gonna go do that. I just want to make sure it was worth it. do that. So.
Okay.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, he did.
Lee. Ollie's in front of you.
Says he's unharmed, but he was.
Oh. No, he's not. He's very.
Make him injured again. Make him injured again.
Hurt him.
So he was on this. There you go.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast spell. And I'm gonna do healing. Okay, normal. Well, there we go. Give him 9.
You place your hands on Ollie, and the wound that is weeping on their shoulder begins to kind of grow back together. Bits of plant fiber are interlocking, weaving back together flesh. And they smile at you, although you can't really see it. Place a hand on you. Thank you. Sorry, that got out of hand pretty quickly.
No, are you okay? I mean, we sort of, since you are on your own, and then I heard a loud slam, and then I heard, and then I hear, and then, well, I'm glad you're okay. I'm talking too much. We should join our friends.
Yeah, as you say, friends. It seems like they're hesitant to respond to that. But they do kind of stay
pick
with
up on
you.
that.
Roll me an insight check.
Oh. 22.
Yeah, it's noticeable.
Okay, then.
Ollie seems hesitant about specific member of your party.
Okay, then I'll say instead of I'll catch on that friends. Then follow me, my friend, and I'll take him over.
Okay, and they seem a little bit more relieved at that concept, and will stay by you.
Okay.
What are the other two of you doing?
Sinza just kind of like flicks the blade, flicks the blood from her axe like up the side of the wall, then puts it on her back. Is just kind of like looking at Lyre, not really saying much. She's just kind of slowing her breathing as she's coming down from her rage, looking at the beheaded form in front of her.
Are you like looking at anything particularly in the body, or are you just kind of taking it in?
I think she's just kind of taking it in. I wouldn't say she's looking for anything in particular. She's just looking for a focus point at the moment to try and like center her rage.
There is a beheaded corpse in front of you. That's good focus. Lyre, what are you up to?
Lyre's just checking out the body. Is there anything on him?
Investigation check, please.
$15.
You're kind of rummaging through his pockets. You find some spell components, all of which are useful for you to take, and a small bronze key.
Gonna look up at the door in front of me. Is there a lock on it?
There is a padlock on it.
Lyre's just gonna get up and start walking over towards the door.
Okay. As you head over, your feet are kind of, you can feel the stickiness of blood underneath your feet as you approach the door.
Can I hear anything?
Roll me a perception check.
Yeah, 4.
Nope.
Now what?
Ollie shrugs.
Do the thing?
Alright. Puts the key in, unlocks it.
Door's unlocked.
I open the door.
So as you look inside, the room's quite dark, but you are proficient enough in seeing in the dark. You see what looks like a very dusty-looking old personal library. lots and lots of old history books, books on local history, books on world history. Some of which you've seen before in the library. You see a large chest on one side of the room, a reel of chain rolled up on the floor, and a disgusting amount of blood all over the carpet.
All right. I'm yeah. Lyre is gonna activate his book and trace some runes across it and cast detect magic. So anything in 30-foot field of me, I want to know.
There is a dull ping from inside the chest.
No magical traps anywhere.
Doesn't seem like it, no. You get a ping of wild magic inside the chest.
Interesting. Can I check the chest for traps at all? Just hand.
Roll me an investigation check. You don't get alchemist fired again.
Yeah, pretty much. I know what I'm dealing with. 18.
18. No, this is just a standard old chest.
Open it up.
Seems like it's like storage. So as you kind of open it up, or you see lots of bits of discarded armor. You see like the occasional shoulder plate. You see some fabric. You see like a gambeson, and you see Kaiden's shoulder plate and his belt.
Sinza.
And that's what's got the ping, the faint run of wild magic on it. Almost like it's absorbed some of Kaiden's.
Huh?
Kaiden's belt and shoulder pad.
Sinza kind of wanders into the room and just kind of stares blankly at it for a second.
I'll cast dancing lights as well, just to.
Okay, so you can see.
Thanks. I can't see it. Where? Oh, okay.
Before I do that, there's nothing else in this room magical at all.
No, doesn't seem like it.
Alright. Just because it's a concentration, so I wanted to.
There you go. There's your dancing lights.
Thank you. I'm also gonna check bookshelves for hidden latches and just hidden things in general.
Okay.
I want it all.
Roll me investigate.
Natural fucking 20.
Let's go, boy.
Oh,
I swear it's my first one in this campaign.
It is. It's the first one.
you're running
What a
your
time.
fingers over books. You're seeing lore on mostly just like really old, shitty history books. It seems like a lot of them have been left to rot. There's one that stands out to you that is surprisingly well kept. It's quite a thin, small book, amongst lots and lots of others that are quite dusty, and as you pull it, it clicks. And there is a chunk under the floor on the far side of the room.
I found a door, I think.
Where is it to? Sorry, Topes.
You hear a clicking from over here.
Okay. Sinza kind of takes Kaiden's wares. She kind of puts them on her person to hold them. Do we want to check it out, or
Should we rest first? I'm pretty tapped.
yeah, I think that might be smart.
Jay?
As they're doing this, I'm right over by the vampire thrall's body. May I do a little check his pockets for anything?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's a part of me that's still Felbrin, so I like shit. I want it.
I
Investigation?
stuff.
Yeah.
I am simple girl. I like shiny things. There, it's mine. That's not bad. 12.
You find an empty components pouch. Lyre's already been through his pockets.
Not quick enough, Felbrand.
Oh wow, guys! Look, I found some. Oh wow!
This blood that's on the floor.
It's Kaiden's.
Sure.
It could be.
Does it?
It is.
This is gonna sound really weird, but with my more like animalistic features,
if you eat it,
I'm not gonna eat it. Can I? Does it smell familiar? Is there any like remnants of like? Is there a possibility I can try and discern if it's his? Is there a way that I can?
What kind of check would that be?
Would it be like a nature?
Let's go nature check. Yeah, roll me a nature check.
you licked a puddle of blood.
I'm not gonna lick it.
Licked puddle of blood. A dead spider.
A dead spider.
A dead spider.
Don't lick it again.
Don't lick it again.
Nature 13.
13. You smelt Kaiden's blood before. It's mixed with other scents. You smell something else. It seems like this is not just Kaiden's blood.
But it is.
Could be anywhere from a few hours to a few days old. Maybe a mix of both.
Sinza's head kind of like twitches to the side, and you hear like every vertebrae along her spine creak. He was here. We know that much.
You can determine that just from smelling it?
His stuff is here as well. He had to have been here at one point.
I suppose. Is it going to be comfortable for you to sit in this room and rest if you can smell it?
I Papa squat in the other room, I think.
Should we lock the front door?
Might be a good shout, huh?
Also, Ymir, what was in this other room you encountered?
Ymir is down the hall.
You sure?
Ymir?
Help me here. I actually was going to investigate room, but I don't have good eyes. So, hello. Good eyes. Come here, please.
My floating lights will just follow me as well.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so be careful. It is super smelly. Smells like dead people. Probably dead people. Yes, it hurts necrotic smell. No, oh crap! Lyre, if he tries to go in, be careful. A really bad time. Not fun party.
Can I send my floating lights in?
You can, and as you do, they snuff out.
Yeah, I thought so.
Can you see anything in there? I like who they might be.
Have I seen this before, or do I know what this is, Toby?
Roll me an Arcana at advantage.
16 plus 6. 22.
This is your typical magical darkness. But there is something odd about it, in that you just from standing next to the open door with this blanket of black over the doorway, you can taste rot in the air. It's difficult to breathe the closer to it you get.
I don't have anything to fix this kind of problem yet. Let me see.
I mean, I could just, I've been there before. I run in, check pockets, run back out.
If we are going to rest, I can cast detect magic again. Find if there's multiple pings in there. and I can
That'll-
find what they are and where they are.
That sounds like a lot better idea than me running and getting hurt and healing myself when I get back out.
But we need to at least take a small rest after this, otherwise I am tapped.
Okay.
We can afford a short rest. It's not going to be smart for us to run injured.
That is fair. You do that, I go into this room.
I will cast Detect Magic once more.
Okay. As you do, heavy kind of same sense that you were expecting of the magical darkness, and then a ping from deeper into the room,
Whereabouts?
of some kind of magical weapon.
Alright. This should be fun. Oh. Is anyone against me drinking this? And I'll hold up the necrotic resistance.
No.
Do it, no balls.
Go for it.
Alright. I'll drink the potion.
Okay. It tastes quite bitter.
Yeah.
But you drank it. Cool. You now have resistance to necrotic damage for the next minute.
Run!
Bust in.
So,
Head
5,
down.
10, 15,
Trip
20.
over a skeleton. Like...
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
Rolls.
You manage to barrel into the chair on the far side of the room, and trip over bones, and kick something metallic.
I'll grab the metallic thing straight away. I'll
Okay.
have a ping on it as well, and just sort of like feel around for any like bags or clothing or anything else I can grab.
You can feel clothing, not a lot. It feels quite thin on this figure. Again, another pouch. You find a pouch. You kind of hear a jangling inside it as you pick it up, and you pick up this metal object. Trying not to pick it up by the blade as you kind of almost cut yourself on it.
Fuck!
You okay?
Shut up!
But it seems, seems quite nice
Okay,
as
so-
you scoop it up.
Got that. And there's no other pings in here.
No.
Okay. Can I do an investigation check at disadvantage just to fumble around the room?
Yeah, you can do. So you can roll me an investigation check. You have
Disadvantage?
taken half necrotic, so you would have taken 20. You have taken 10.
Okay. Like,
Get out.
disadvantage for the investigation.
Can't
Can't see what I'm doing, so.
Yes, please. Yes, it would be.
Oh, Constitution saving. Do I need to make that as well?
Yes, because you're taking damage from your being in here. You're fine.
Damn.
Damn.
Disadvantage. Yo, double 15s on a disadvantage. Investigation plus 6. 18.
21.
Plus 3. Sorry, investigation plus 3.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at
Plus 3.
Arcana.
18. Doesn't seem like there's anything else of interest in this room.
Where is it? Alright, I'll head back. Dragging whatever the fuck I have out.
You take another.
It's fucking bright.
Roll me another concentration check, please.
Okay.
Still fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You're good. See? It's not
You
that
take a
bad.
deep breath as if you weren't able to breathe in there.
Oh,
Okay.
hot box.
I'll pick up the thing in my hand. What am I looking at?
You're looking at a +1 short sword.
Oh.
Oh, that's nice. Is anyone
Quite
want...
sort of. It's got almost like a filigree pattern on its hilt, wrapped in a red handle.
I can identify that later. I'll just put that there. Unless anyone wants it.
Can you use a short sword?
What classifies as a simple weapon?
It is a simple weapon.
I can use it, yeah.
Handy.
I'll pick up the pouch and open it up. Look in there.
Find 50 gold.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, you got your money.
Do I need to divvy it up? I mean, isn't that what you do with a group?
Poor Ymir.
Sinza
It's just
looks
like,
to Ymir.
what? Yes, leaving it up. Yep.
Mhm.
Well, you
He
can
starts
have
making.
Sinza, I'll pass you 25 gold, Sinza. Pocket the other half and tie it
Oh.
off.
Thank you.
Cool. I actually have some gold now. That's nice.
Toby,
Hi.
was I able to I couldn't understand what Ollie shouted at Sinza before she like beheaded the vampire. Is there a way for me to like have like interpret what he said or like read his lips or anything like that when it happened in the moment?
It seems like it was like just after, and it didn't seem like it was shouting. It was just trying to say something to you. You can interpret that it was just a comment. They were making a comment on the
Not bad.
the
Nice
mess
cock.
you made.
Goddamn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think Sinza's gonna kind of walk over to the front door and like close it, make sure it's locked.
Padlock the front door.
Yeah, she like puts a chair under the under the door handle so someone can't open it.
It's dark down there. You can't see what you're doing.
Yeah, no, she's fumbling around in the dark, and then she just kind of wanders out back into like this room. I can't move my token. What have I done wrong? Yeah, she's just gonna. I can't move. What is happening?
You've got your measurement controls on. Go back to your token controls. Left-hand side, click on the topmost icon. Select tokens.
Nice. There we go. And she's just gonna kind of take a seat in this chair over here.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Lyre will go into the alchemy area and just plop a squat somewhere.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Ymir?
pull out the notes that Sinza gave me, and over the short rest, I'm just gonna,
Yes.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna start funneling through them.
Okay. Ymir?
I'm gonna have because Ymir is also in the alchemy room as well.
Fuck.
I like to think that she was searching the. I like to think she was searching the pockets of the dead guy, and I like to think like as Lyre entered, it's just like Ymir like searching through his pockets, and suddenly just like.
No, please carry on.
Rummaging
Digging.
through his pocket. Do I find anything? Do I need to roll an investigation?
Roll me an investigation, yeah.
Just, he's reading. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. That's a party dynamic. You're doing that. I'm thieving. Not thieving. They're dead. Looting. No. Plus 7. 14.
Yep. You find a couple of daggers. Some leather armor. 26 copper. This guy didn't have an awful lot on him.
I think.
Okay.
And as I'm doing that, sort of seeing, no, or at least noticing, Lyre. She reaches into her pouch and pulls out the bone, the rib cage bone that she pulled out with the markings that were on them, and she looks over at Lyre. Research?
Sure.
Hands them the rib cage with the writing on there.
The rib is light. It's weird to hold. It's still a little bit gross, but hey, it's not been cleaned off.
No, definitely not the clean up.
Just get a rag and
Give it a good clean. Looking at it in candlelight, rather than when it's covered in someone else's muscular tissue, it's a lot more clear. Reading the same words again, mine and mine alone.
children of bones. I'm particularly paying attention to the I forget the fancy word for it, but the cursive, how well things are like carved into a bone or anything like
It's
that.
almost like it was printed. It's so clean and well written in Infernal that it is,
It feels burned on in a sense.
yeah, it's magically scribed.
Got you. Yeah, but yeah, I'll spend my short rest just flicking through the info that Sinza gave me.
Okie dokie. If we're taking a short rest, please roll your hit dice and only recover your warlock spells.
And I'll use Arcane Recovery to recover wizard spells.
Which one's the short rest button? It's
It is the little like knife and fork at the top of your page.
recover item uses. I'll just roll that.
Toby, I'm going to use Arcane Recovery to recover 2 level 1 spell slots.
Okie dokie.
Just so you know.
Yeah. So as you're all resting, about an hour or so passes. It is early in the morning. And Ollie seems to have taken like some time to write out their notes before they seem to be looking around and actively looking for Lyre. My wee one's causing problems. Sorry.
You're fine. I'm not in the room, so she's probably, you're probably seeing it, Sinza. Her, like...
Sorry. I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Where's Lyre?
Ah, he's resting in the room over.
I'll be back in a moment. And they head off into that room. Before kind of taking a seat next to Lyre.
Hello?
As much as their face can't emote because they do not have the musculature of a human, they smile a little awkwardly. They can't blink. So Druiar do not blink. They have sort of a film that blinks over their eyes instead. And they're kind of looking at you with these big old buggy eyes that is interesting to look at. I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Right, you
I
called
wanted
me
to
crazy.
apologize. I wanted to apologize.
Okay.
I did not mean to come across that way.
Thank you for your apology.
You kind of nod. If there's anything you need from me, I'm not exactly as magically gifted as some of you. Just let me know. I'll be in the other room. And they get up. Before heading back into the room with Ymir and Sinza. Are you two feeling any better?
Yeah, feeling rested as well rested as I can be.
Good.
What
Keep an eye
caused
on
the
your wizard.
confrontation?
Just keep an eye on him.
Why?
He's flippant. Seems to almost have a second personality when he wants to. Something does not feel right about him, and I tend to have a pretty good sense of people. Odd enough.
Ymir's gonna.
I've seen what this turns into.
You see, Sinza's kind of stumped for words. Like, she doesn't really know how to take that. Sinza has her own opinions on Lyre, but hearing her own concerns kind of brought to light, she's kind of stumped a little bit. She's just kind of staring at Ollie.
Ymir's gonna furrow her eyebrows and just sort of look at the two. Sometimes two is better than one. I don't see an issue.
I'm not telling you not to trust him. Of course, put your faith in him. He is very skilled. He knows what he's doing. But keep an eye on him. Keep him on the right track. I do not mean literally, Miss Ymir.
You said that you've seen this before.
I've seen what power can do to people.
Lyre's young. I think he's still coming into his own abilities and understanding it.
I think he knows how to take what he wants.
Ymir
That
just
is
sort
a
of.
dangerous skill to have, huh? Not a bad one, but a dangerous one.
Ymir looks like she's gonna say something, but instead she just sort of bites her lip and just continues what she's doing, just sort of staring off into the distance.
Mr. Lyre is not somebody I want as an enemy.
Neither do I, which is why I'm playing friends.
I'm glad you have a sense of morality. And they kind of smile as much as they can in your direction. Are we ready to leave? Kaiden is still waiting for you.
Lyre, you hear Sinza's voice.
Yeah.
We're gonna get moving.
Okay.
So, Lyre, from the papers that you were
Yes.
deciphering, you're mostly finding sort of your standard old necromancy bits. You see information on liches. That is interesting. You see information on phylacteries specifically. So you're looking through these papers and having to write down what you can decipher off of holding it up to candlelight. Some of it is not in Sauron, but with your eyes of the Runekeeper, that matters not to you. So you are able to decipher bits that are maybe not supposed to be read by people of the average intelligence or average understanding of language. Phylacteries, they can be more than one. A lich's soul can be split into pieces and put into these items, books sometimes, so they can be put into mundane things, keeping the lich's soul intact. So if it is killed, it can re-establish itself. You're finding information specifically on things that liches can do. They tend to be proficient in 𝘞𝘦𝘭𝘤𝘮, blood magic. They tend to have a preference for undeath, not necessarily death itself, but undeath. They are considered immortal and abominations to the Seven, because no creature should be immortal. even
7.
vampires and things that are considered long living
Yeah.
aren't immortal.
Can die. The 7, that's the deities, correct?
Yes, the divine order,
Yes.
7. You find information on the sequestered gods that relate to liches, or at least to necromantic magics. The father of warp. Warp being an interesting concept to you. You've read a little bit about this before. Warp is the anti-magic. So the magic that made the world 𝘏𝘪𝘨 is the pure magic, is wild magic. And then anti-magic was born. There is a thesis and there is an antithesis. There is life, there is death, and when you put them together, undeath, synthesis. The perfect harmony between the both.
Life and undeath. Thinking back to the research I found earlier, Revillians. Is that life?
Revealing vampires are alive.
They are
because
alive?
they're born. Yeah, they are the same as clerics as they are born, but they are shunned.
So, are they trying to make a new race of vampire?
You're not sure? Given the evidence that you've been given / researched yourself, it seems likely. Some level of vampirism in a purer form of undeath that is brought on by pestilence. Wiping out what he doesn't need, bringing them back into this purer form so they are better. They live forever, but are they alive?
Okay. Lyre's gonna walk into the room, flicking through the pages once more. He's gonna look up, and you sort of see him concerned, intrigued, unsure, but proud in a sense. As he sort of looks up to Sinza and Ymir, and then looks over to Ollie and says, "You owe me a better apology." And he's going to walk over to the table and put it down. And he's going to put the flyer that they found down. And he's going to spread everything out and on all his notes that he's written down about it all. And he's going to explain everything that you just told me, Toby. He's going to try and connect the dots for everyone.
It back to the party, yeah.
He's going to explain how life and death they're trying to merge it into one to create something new, something better, something immortal but controlled. And he's just gonna repeat back everything. And the entire time, every point he makes, he looks over at Ollie to make sure the point is driven home.
You got me. Immortal but chained. So what is whatever this lich is doing is making an undead army that can't be killed.
So Kaiden, a pure source of wild magic.
Kaiden doesn't have control of his wild magic. He doesn't fully
have to.
understand it.
That lich understands more than he does.
See, Sinza kind of puts her hands on her face, and she's just kind of thinking over it, trying to take everything in.
He's just the key to this.
He's a
He's a
conductor of
battery.
thoughts.
We should have just left when you said we should go.
Well, we're in the fucking thick of it now, aren't we?
If anything, that means they'll be keeping him alive.
It sounds like they're going to be draining his energy, which doesn't sound fun.
No. If his wild magic is randomized, you say he does not have control of it. Is it emotionally charged?
Partially. I've seen a few examples of it. Yeah,
Well, if
mostly
it
through his
is, they'll
emotions.
be trying to pull those emotions out of him so they can drain it faster.
So they're going to be torturing him.
Okay, we need to find him and fast.
But that means, I'm guessing, if they need a battery for pure magic, they need a battery for undead or undying. Now that could be the Lich himself, or something else he has created or captured.
There is a chance, if he's a mage of this kind of power, there's interplanetary or interplanar kind of creatures he could have pulled through.
If he has that kind of power, we're dealing with something I'm not even sure we can deal with. Well, no, I know we can't deal with it. We need to take away
Perhaps
his
it is not
peace.
us to deal with yet. Perhaps we just need to take Kaiden and go. Or at least you do. You can get out of the city, gather your bearings. This is not necessarily something you have to take on yourself. You could speak with the 𝘏𝘪𝘨. I might be able to see about getting a meeting.
If you can.
Maybe in a different city. There are lots of us. I will stay here, but I can send word quickly.
Other people need to know about this. This information that Lyre's gathered. This is a threat to everything. Not just
It's
this
not
city.
just going to affect this city, you're right.
You sure they won't think it's some crazy notion?
Look. Right, I admit it. I was wrong. I'm never going to be right every time. And I am sorry for assuming that.
No, but you seem to have a particular problem with me, and I want to understand why.
You scare me, Mr. Lyre.
Why?
I don't know if you realize the kind of presentation that you have. You are threatening.
No. In my eyes, at least. I'm not threatening. I am just direct. After a childhood of being suppressed and told you cannot be certain things, you get to a point where you are not scared to show people what you can do.
Exactly. That means you lack restraint.
You'd be surprised.
They kind of squint as much as their face allows. You telling me I'm not allowed to be afraid of you, just because you are direct?
No, you can be afraid.
You've
Don't
given me
you-
enough reason to be.
That's fair. But don't you dare ever say I lack control when you're still breathing.
I'm helping you, am I not?
Barely.
Fine. If you do not want me here, I shall leave. I'll find my own business.
Sinza kind of puts a hand on the table, just very gently, to try and like create a line between the two of them. Lyre. We need his help. Just for the time being, and then we can work something out.
Call it a tentative alliance. You give me reason to leave, Mr. Lyre, I will leave.
Have they said anything to you two about me?
You see, Sinza kind of, her expression is pained, and she's considering what to say. They voice their concerns.
Right. What are your concerns, Sinza?
Only surrounding your obsession with magic. I don't know you enough to judge you yet, so it's not my place to do so. But I have my concerns. I respect you as a wizard, but I've not met someone like you before. I don't know what you're capable of.
Good to know. Ymir?
I do not fear you. I've seen what you're capable of. The potential of that. I trust you. You've given me nothing to question that. There have been plenty of opportunities throughout our travels, as short as they may have been, for you to do something that you have done.
Well, for the sake of this journey, to prove my willingness, I will not do anything without a say-so from Sinza.
Where do you...
Ymir trusts me. You two are concerned about me.
I'm only concerned because I don't know you. Do you trust me?
Yes? You've saved my life.
You've done the same...
Oh! Oh, isn't that funny? But it's fine, Sinza. I will earn your trust more.
I fear what your magic is capable of, the way that you bend it. You have this look in your eye. When something catches your attention, it's... like...
You're a different person.
Is this the same kind of look Ymir gets about wanting to extend their life? The same look you get about the kindred of Ash? Hyper-focus? Determination? Obsession? I'm sorry I don't wear a mask too well, but I'm not ashamed in what I want to do and accomplish. What do you want me to do? I can leave.
want Kaiden back.
I do too. But I am wary, knowing that 2 of the 4 people here do not trust me.
I did not say I did not trust you. You can put trust in people that you are wary about. I have faith that you are good at what you do, clearly. Gestures to the table. Got a better brain in your head than mine. Mine's been in there a lot longer.
I will help you get Kaiden back. And then I'll decide if I stay. I owe Kaiden that. Shall we?
And with that, I'm going to end our session.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sweet. Hope you guys have fun.
It was a blast, you dog.
Yeah!
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.